Hello YouTube, this is Denver Misty Valley Paramount. I don't know what my inspiration was for this look, except for a previous look that I'd seen on YouTube which had the eyes very similar to this. So what popped through my head was this. So very little inspiration, but lots of creativity, which is what I am all about. If you want to see a tutorial on this look, then definitely keep watching, because I promise you, you will enjoy this. Well, if you like this look. First thing I'm going to do is put a light coat of foundation all over the eye, pressing it onto the covered brow to not disturb any of the work. I'm going to set all of it, except for the inside corner, with a flesh tone powder. Looking down, I'm going to trace my crease, and I want to press this. I don't want to rub it very much. And now we could blend it slightly. Using a slightly more fluffier brush, I'm going to take a matte yellow mixed with a tiny little bit of shimmer, and I'm going to apply this to the inside corner, starting about 1/5 of the way into the eye, blending it in with the white. I am going to take a very, very bright neon orange, and I'm going to place that on the outside corner, bringing that in along the bottom lash line slightly. Using a pressed black powder, I'm going to start to create my shape, and then I'm going to create my shape on the bottom. Make sure that they both follow the same angle. With little product on your brush, that's when you can bring it in farther to the inner corner. In the outside corner here, I'm going to start to pull the product inwards. Using the same brush as before, start to layer the black and the orange in between the line. So orange first, black second, and continue back and forth until your blend is perfectly seamless. Using a soft black liner, gently pull the eye and line no more than 1 millimeter past the actual lash line, creating a slight wing following the same shape as the bottom. Line the lower lash line and the waterline, and don't forget to tight line the upper waterline. Using the same liner brush, pull it along the upper lash line, pushing it into the actual lashes. Then blend it up slightly, switching brushes with black on it again, smudge the upper, going back in with the orange, blending that onto the black, and finally the black, recreating your line, and we're going to buff it out now. Using a concealer brush, fix the lines and create a sharp line going up. If you need to go back over with the black again, go ahead. Put on mascara, a coat or two on the bottom and about 3 coats on top, starting with the bottom lash to avoid transfer. Look down. I am also wiping off the excess before I put it onto my lashes. Using the same liner brush yet again, starting where your natural brow starts, we're going to create a shape very similar to this one. Go ahead and add a generous amount of foundation. When you're around the eyes, make sure to stay within the lines. I'm going to do a slightly dramatic contour. I'm choosing the angles that I am to create kind of a space kind of look. I want my face to appear very angular. And as a final highlight and contour, I'm going to add it right to the inside corner right here. There will be no blush for this look. The lips I want to be just as dramatic as the eyes. With a fairly sharp pencil, I'm going to overline slightly. Using a lip pencil, I want to go around that line and make sure it's perfectly smooth. I'm doing this instead of lining with a concealer because I already have tons of heavy-duty foundation on, which is going to prevent feathering. But if there's still something you want to fix, go ahead and fix it. I'm going to blend in my lines, concentrating on bringing in the color mainly on the corners. I want the center to be as bright of an orange as possible. So using my flat brush, again, that I used on the eyes, and the brightest orange that was there, you can see it makes the camera burn. I'm going to put this dead center of the lips. And lastly, dead center of the lip, I'm going to put a very shiny yellow mixed with a very shiny gold. I'm going to put a little bit of gloss, dead center. I'll be right back with the wig on, so make sure you stay tuned. And this is a completed look. I hope you enjoy the tutorial. And until my next video, I hope you all have amazing days. Bye.